Thank you, dear participants, because you have chosen my presentation and my study. That's why you are here. That's very nice of you. I'm really happy to see you here, and it's really exciting for me to speak in front of such precious teachers and researchers. Thank you so much. And to start with, I'd like to introduce myself. I am SELÇUK ÖZCAN from Çekmeköy Şehit Ömer Halis Demir Religious Vocational High School for Girls. It is also a middle school, and this year I'm teaching the 5th graders, the 8th graders, and also 9th graders. And if we go on with the information about my study, in the study I focus on the 5th graders in our school and the age range starting from 11 to 14, and the CFR level is A2. Of course, this is the level, this is the target level of our study, but our students are generally A1. And the learning outcomes are, as you say, introducing themselves, exchanging simple personal information, asking for permission and give response in a simple way, use basic greetings and leave-taking expressions. So, what's the reason? What's the reason for our study? I have been teaching English for 14 years, and I always hear that people say, I can understand English, but I can't speak it. That's the reason, and this is the reason of many other studies in this conference, as I hear. And you also hear that, right? In your family or in your schools, your maybe colleagues say that. And that's why the purpose of this project or study is to make our students speak English as fluently as possible. That's the main objective. And as we are English teachers, we try to teach our students in the classrooms, but the students really rarely use what they have learned outside of the classrooms. Everything stays in the classroom. And so students need to practice English in order not to forget it. And another problem is that students don't need the obligation to speak English. They think it's not necessary to speak, but you know, it is a 21st century skill to speak English. So one of our objectives is to observe the students outside of the classroom as well. And as I said before, I work at Çekmeköy Şehit Ömer Halis Demir Religious Vocational High School. It is a science and social studies project school, actually. And we have 120 5th graders. It's very crowded, actually. And we have focused on them in the study. The participants are 11 years old now, in general. And there are 6 English teachers who have used English speaking zone with their students. And the reason for this study, as I said, one of the main purposes of learning foreign languages, especially English, is the ability to communicate effectively with the users of target language. You know, teaching to communicate in real everyday situation is very often neglected. I'd like to share my idea in this sense. Our students always come to and say that, teacher, we don't understand the movies, the TV series, or when we listen to songs, we don't understand that. Why? Do you know the reason? Do you have any idea about that? My idea is that the language in the classroom is so artificial. It's not everyday language. It's not an ordinary language as we hear or see in the movies or songs. So, therefore, teachers should provide students with opportunities to improve their speaking skills. One of the objectives of this study is to investigate whether role-playing activities contribute to developing students' speaking skills in English zone. And of course, we have made some literature reviews, and we have found some similar ideas in sense of our study. For example, Lyle says role-play activities are functional communication activities. Kowalski believes that role-playing develops learners' fluency in speaking, and one of our objectives is the fluency, you know. And another idea, learners' focus is put on communication of meaning rather than on the appropriate use of language by Kusunerek. And as a list, what are our objectives? To make our students speak fluently, which is the main one. Create daily language dialogues for our students to practice, and release the potential of the students. This is also of great significance, I think, because maybe we should challenge students. Because if we challenge them, they try to improve themselves. Otherwise, they don't want to learn it. They don't find it necessary. And I believe that every student has a potential to speak English to some extent. Maybe if we challenge them, it can be a kickback for some students. But in general, it will work. I believe that. And another objective, improve communication skills and self-confidence, promote a student-centered learning. And in this study, we put the students in the center of the study. They created the dialogues, they made the videos, and create an enjoyable learning environment at school. In our school, the English speaking zone is a meeting point for many students. They come together, they play games, board games, and also they practice dialogues. Another objective is to improve students' foreign language skills, of course, in general. So, what do we expect to achieve at the end of this study? Actually, we have finished this study, but when I prepared the study, it was not yet finished. The students' speaking skills, drama skills, and creativity will develop. Students' self-confident autonomy will improve. The students will learn and enjoy while learning. The climate of the classrooms will change with drama. You know, drama is a really important element in teaching English or a foreign language. And English speaking zone will be available for all the students at school. To sum up, we aim to make students speak fluently with daily language in a relaxed atmosphere. And we have created English-speaking zone rooms in our school to feel like real places such as an airport, a restaurant, a hotel, a cafe, or a school canteen. Yes, here you see a picture of our English-speaking zone. When we take this picture, it was cafe, actually, and as you see on the notice board, there's a logo, and also there are dialogues. Students come and say the dialogues, they make their groups, and then they practice them in the speaking zone. And here is the picture of the cafe dialogue zone, and students meet there and they talk there, and there comes a waiter in the English speaking zone, and they practice the dialogue. So how did we start this study? Before the study, a survey was conducted to 5th graders. As I said, there are 120 5th graders, and we applied a survey, and the results were actually in some negative ways. For example, 70% of the students think that they have difficulty in speaking, and 80% of students don't want to speak English. Only 10% of the students think they can speak English fluently, and 40% of the students think they get nervous or they forget what to say while speaking English. And 60% of the students think that they can't speak because of pronunciation. Do you know the reason? Because they say, when I speak, my friends will laugh at me, you know. And 80% of the students state that they can't watch movies in native language, or if they watch, they don't understand. That's why, because they don't use the everyday language in classrooms. They don't learn it. So, after the study, a post-test was conducted to the same students, and the results were a little bit more positive, really. Only 9% of the students feel that they are nervous while speaking English. And 98% of students think that speaking English outside of the classroom is a good idea. And 93% of students think that role-playing makes it easier while speaking English. And all the students think that they can speak better thanks to English-speaking zone. And also, we have some surveys results about the study. All of the students agree that the project has met their expectations. As you see, about 70% of them totally agree. About 30% of them just agree, and there is no disagreement. And also we conducted a pre-test and post-test to the teachers who have used the English speaking zone with their students. And their responses show that they are happy with the results when they use the English speaking zone. All the teachers say that their students have improved themselves thanks to English speaking zone. And also they said, all of them said that the project has met their expectations. And what are our suggestions after the study? What we've experienced so far shows that the students feel free to speak when you create real life situations and environment. Otherwise, they don't feel like speaking in front of their friends or peers in the classroom atmosphere. And so, if you have the opportunity to create an English speaking zone at your schools, you can do it. And only speaking English is allowed in this zone, not Turkish. And sometimes maybe your students can make fun of this because they just go into the class zone and they try to speak Turkish and then go back. Create real-life dialogues for real-life situations and role-play for more relaxed atmosphere. And for further suggestions, in the study we have focused on English as a language, but this process can be applied to any other languages. For example, we are a religious vocational high school, so Arabic is also of great importance, and we can share the English speaking zone with Arabic learners as well. And also you can put some board games, some storybooks or posters on the wall to attract the students to the English speaking zone, so it can be more interesting for the students. And now I'd like to share some of our English speaking zone videos. And as you see, we have got our parent permission certificates for that.
Düşündüğümüzde kenarında bir tane gördüğünüz gibi bir dekupaj kapasitörü var. Dekupaj kapasitörü arasındaki loop ne kadar büyükse orada...
Hi, we need a table for 3. Okay, follow me please. Here's your table. Take your seats. Thank you. Hello, Swahili restaurant. How can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to book a table for 3 for tonight.
First, let me check. What's your name?
Züleyha Daras, D-A-R-A-S.
Will you be here?
At 8 p.m. I guess.
Okay, a table for 3 at 8 p.m. It is reserved. See you then.
Thanks, see you.
Welcome to Swahili restaurant.
Thank you, we reserved a table for tonight.
What's your name?
Züleyha Daras.
Let me check. Yeah, Here's a table. Take your seats, please. Thanks. Can I sit a minute, please? I am studying. Sure. Here you are. Welcome. How can I help you? I'm looking for a shirt and jeans. Of course. What size do you need? I need medium size. What color shirts have you got? We have blue, red, and black. The blue one looks great. The blue one looks great. No, I didn't like it. I'll try the black one. What color jeans would you like? I'd like the black jeans. Sure. I think you should try them. Where are the fitting groups? They are over there. Today, to Uygulama. Okay, can I see your passport and ticket, please? Of course, here you are. Hello, how can I help you?
I'd like to have a bottle of water, please.
Of course, here you are.
How much is it?
It is $1.
Here you are.
Here is your change in date.
Thanks.
Yes, the last one was our collaborative work because I converted this study into an e-twinning project and also Işıl Hocam is
Nicht
here.
weg, denn ich möchte mit dir eine Wahl teilen, die für die meisten Menschen da draußen eine ziemliche Überraschung sein
Sorry
wird.
again. Yes, thank you Işıl Hocam for your cooperation in the project and also just a second. It was a great experience for us to use it as an e-twinning project. We had some foreign partners like Italy, and the boy was Italian, and we made a collaboration work in our English-speaking zone as well. And here are our references. How much time do we have, Hocam? Just 2 minutes. Actually, my plan was about practicing one of the dialogues here too. And maybe there will be some volunteers to practice one of our dialogues. Maybe 2 minutes is okay for that. Any volunteers for this? Yes, Hocam, please. And one more. We are going to practice our hotel reception dialogue. And there will be a receptionist and just a guess. Just a guess. Please. No one? If you like, you can be the receptionist. Yes. And just one. Işıl Hocam? Yeah, thank you. And here is your role play. And yes, you can just check the name, SELÇUK Hocam, please. Yes, you are the receptionist. Maybe you can use here as a reception desk. Yeah, please.
Hello, madam. Good morning. How may I help you?
Yes, I want to sing a room.
You can read it.
Okay, of course. Let's fill the register form firstly. What's your name? Can you spell it, please?
ISILGILIC.
You are very fast. Okay, how many nights will you stay here?
Just one. How much is it?
Oh, it's cheap. $100 per night.
Including breakfast?
Yes.
Oh, it's really cheap. What time is the breakfast?
It is between 7 and 10 a.m. And what's your phone number?
05256 663 9814.
Oh, are you with Vodafone? Okay. Will you pay in cash or credit card?
Credit card, please.
Visa and postmaster. Okay.
Cash, please.
Okay, your room number is 306. Here is the key. I don't have the key.
Okay, thank you. Which floor is it?
Oh, it's on the third floor. You can use the elevator.
Where is the elevator?
Yes, it's right there.
Okay, what's the checkout time?
It's It's at 12 o'clock. Enjoy your stay, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. And as you say, it's really enjoyable. Role playing makes it easier while speaking. And thank you for listening to me. And it's now question and answer part. You can ask me any questions or any suggestions about my study. Thank you.